Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day out there. Not much wind, currently 5 degrees Celsius, which means it's 41 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a great day to get last bits of yard work done if someone would so desire. I am, of course, hiding down here because this is my happy place. So I'm really still trying to get back into the groove of streaming. I promised you guys I would do some photocopying for you or scanning. I know I'm gonna get it done. It's just gonna take me a little bit of time. Yeah. So last week we were talking and we decided that we're gonna play Twinchies today. Haven't played Twinchies in a while. I have a bin full of Twinchies. And normally what we do with Twinchies, or most people do with Twinchies, is they take a journal and then they would make a fun Twinchie and they would use it as a focal point or something along those lines, right? Something different. Some people turn them into clusters, some people do various things. But I was thinking, I've got quite a few of them and I've got lots finished because I play with Twinchies quite often. So I'm wondering if maybe I really do some in detailed play on them and turn them into a little book. Not that I'm lacking in little books. I have all these little journals that are ready to be embellished and played with because you can't just have one journal on the go. Hey, Belinda, I'm hanging in there. How are you doing? So I've got all these little journals that they're just bits of stuff that were on my desk and in various stacks around my house, room. Put them together into little journals. I'm going to be using these as my scrap bits journals. So if I find stuff on the desk, I'm going to add them to either those, or I'm always going to have one on the desk. And this is going to be the one I'm working on right now. So when I do some Twinchies, if I decide to glue them in, I'll glue them in. If I decide that I do want to do a little book of them, and I really kind of feel that I would like to do a little book because some of these inchies are really, really interesting. They're doodled on already, doodled and colored, and that I'm thinking some of those could make a cute little book. Hey, Anne, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. You're hanging in there too? Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So in the description below, when I said we're going to do Twinchies, I said get scraps and bits and bobs and got some blingy stuff. Now, I bought this ribbon at Dollarama, and it's great for flips and that kind of thing, but this stuff does not glue down. It doesn't glue down for love nor money. So what I was thinking of doing was maybe just taking a little square, doing a little scrunch, and then stapling it down to a couple of the Twinchies just to get something happening and then build from there. So I'm going to take a strip off that, just a little bit. And I'll take a strip off this one. Like I say, these don't glue down, so they need to be stapled on. So I figure if I do it now, before I add anything else, then the other stuff that I add will hide the staples. That's my theory. We'll find out if it works. So I figure if I just take a piece kind of like this size piece. How big is this piece? 2 inches, and it's 1.5 inches. Two by 1.5. I don't know. They got to fit on a Twinchie, so maybe I need to cut them smaller. Yeah, they will hang over. We want them to fit. So we'll just cut them little. It's okay. Little works. Little works. And then I got these blingy things. I guess these ones are probably just going to be decorative into a journal and not as a what? Book. Although I'm really seriously tempted to do a book. And I got all these bits, guys. I got so much bits of stuff that. So let's do a few clusters just because we can. And then we will do some decorative ones. You know, we will play with some paper bits and what have you. So, okay, so my idea was I was going to take these and just kind of scrunch it a little bit. Put it on the Twinchie, kind of from the corner towards the center-ish, kind of like that. I don't know how well you can see that. We're going to turn these into like little clusters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a staple in that just to hold it. And we're going to do that to a few of these. And then we're going to add other stuff and a bling on the end. I'm trying to match colors with colors. So this one also has yellow. It has some yellow. You know what, this also has red. Let's use this nasty stuff, guys. It's nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. So what's new and exciting with you guys? I have been trying to organize. It's not happening. Not been happening. I don't know where my time's going, but it's not really getting much done. Okay, let's put them to the side. These ones that have stuff on them we'll put to the side. And because they're Twinchies, we have to work kind of small, which is okay. I love working small. You guys know that. So I'm going to have some of this sucky stuff left. I do want the fabric bits. Have you guys been doing anything exciting? Anything fun? We went to the local dinner theater on Saturday. It was birthday presents for my grandson and his partner. And we saw Die Harder, Winnipeg Christmas Story, a Winnipeg Christmas story. It was fun. And of course, the food was great. The food was great. All right. All right. And this one's fun. Let's put this yellow one on this one. Then we'll put these other ones back in the box. And we'll do these and then we'll carrying on. Abstract art pieces, nice. Nice. I'm trying to catch up on my Afghan, that temperature blanket. I am working on September now. Yay! Okay. So we've got this fun little bit here. How about if we have some like stringy kind of things hanging? I've got this jute. It's got nice plies to it. So I think what I'll do is I'll take a piece and I will put that on two of them. Just, lop off a couple of little pieces. And we're going to start by gluing this down. We want it to be, again, here's the thing. If we're doing it kind of like a cluster, we want it to be reasonably flat. This jute is not a flat per se, so I want to take it and just spread out the end. Glue that down quite well. I kind of like the difference between the jute and the shiny ribbon stuff. You can't really see it. Is that going to focus? There we go. You can see the shiny ribbon stuff and the jute. Again, like I said, we're going to try and smush that down a little bit. And I'm going to put this one with the red. I think it would be nice with this red. And again, we're going to kind of fray out the one end. I'm going to put the glue down. And put the jute in. Whoop. Let's get everything covered in glue because, hey, Stephanie, nice to see you, hun. Welcome, welcome. I am making Twinchies today. I have a bin full of Twinchies. They're pre-cut. And working on doing some more decoration stuff. It's going, it's going, it's going. I showed this last week. You weren't here. We were talking in our group. Stephanie is one of the ladies that I met through the Sunday afternoon junk journal group. Talking about what you would take if you were traveling. So I made the ultimate cluster take along. So it's just, regular kind of journal, but it's done with paper bags. And then on the inside of the paper bags, I use double-sided tape and I put Ziplocs, and then I fill the Ziplocs with stuff that I would use when I'm making clusters. And then I put a whole bunch of strips, like I just glued them down on the ends so that they can be used and reused. So, every paper bag has a plastic bag with bits in it. And again, I did that with and fabrics. Just put the end down, lace, and then, some of this stuff. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. So I figured that would make a great little travel journal for if you're going somewhere and you just wanted to take stuff along. This way, basically, you need scissors and glue and a stapler. And it would hold a multiple of sins. So working on Twinchies. This silly ribbon that I love because it's fancy. Yeah, nice and hey, Dorothea, sorry, I always do that. This stuff, it doesn't glue down, so I have to staple it. So since I'm doing these Twinchies, I'm going to make into like little clusters. I had to staple that stuff down because the glue just does not work. Oh, I know, Christmas. I started writing up my list of everything I have to cook and prepare because I do all those cookie doughs and give them frozen cookie doughs for Christmas. and spice mixes, and I've got all the dishcloths are all knit, but I haven't done the scrubbies yet, and I'm still trying to catch up on my temperature blanket, and I have not made any progress in getting this packed up so that Ron can put the walls back up. Yeah, and for a while there, I was really good. I would have my shopping all done, anything that I was buying, um, before November. It was great. But because nobody wants presents, like the kids are teenagers, they don't want presents, they want money. So it really kind of takes the woohoo out of Christmas for me. Although I still do get my incentive gifts. Okay, so these ones we put some jute on. I've got this wonderful reddish kind of yarn stuff. Let's do a scribble out of this. You don't do much for Christmas? Well, I don't normal. Well, we do Christmas dinner and that's about it. And yeah. And again, I'm just gonna make a little cluster of this stuff and put it here. And because of the staple and the yarns and stuff, this is pretty bulky. So I'm going to put just like a little piece of paper. A paper something and a bling. And I will consider these done. This one's yellow. What do I want to use with the yellow? I've got green. There is an end somewhere. How you doing, Sherry? Yeah, we've got friends that we think about. Oh, you're thinking about doing the Femeremba again? Yeah, I can't pronounce that. So this one, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to tie it in a knot, put glue on it, and clip it. It's okay if they hang out a bit. Yeah. I haven't started on my baby booties and stuff yet. I am just... Now our girl thinks that, the doctor thinks she's closer than my girl thought she was. So we're waiting to hear when. Nuts, I tell you. It's all nuts. I'm looking for something. Got a purple ribbon. Let's take a hunk of purple ribbon. Not that there's any purple on any of these. It'll go on the green because green and purple go okay together. You cutting back on spending this year? Yeah, you almost have to with the price of groceries and stuff now. Okie Dinah. It's crazy. You know what? I think I'm going to want 2 pieces of that purple. Or maybe 3 because one just kind of looks just kind of there with its face hanging out. Sherry, have you talked to Barbara? Really have to call her. 2 will work. 2 will work. Three more. Let's use this couple of little bits of rainbow fabric on this one because it's kind of wild, and I think the rainbow fabric would be nice with it. I need to get in touch with Barbara. clips, clips. Grab enough. This one's got yellow. What do I want? Oh, look, there's a little wee piece of lace. I think that would go with this one better with this one. Just a little wee piece of lace. Yes. Oh, she was in Janet's chat? Okay. So she's in town. I'm assuming I will give her a shout. I will. This was cheesecloth. Still is cheesecloth. It's just in a knot kind of thing. It's fine. That's fine. It'll still glue down and still be interesting. Goodness. Can I not count? All right, so those are glued. So it's got some fun stuff, some fiber. Oh, that's awesome, Belinda. Very awesome. Very, very awesome. So do I want to put down a little bit of book page? Do I want to put down like a little heart? What do I want to put down? And then a hunk of bling. What? How about, I'm looking to see what of my bits I've got kicking around here. Need something just little and fun. I could just do a little scrap of this stuff. This envelope liner stuff. We'll just cut off little pieces. Oh, maybe I should stamp on them. What do you guys think? What have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, put that away. What's it away? Okay, so if I where's to stamp on them, let's find just a cute little stamp. What about, they're very little, so something like these leaves, a leaf. Oh, let's do the little birdie. Yeah, let's do the little birdie. Because we can. And look, guys, I'm actually using a stamp pad. Who am I and what have I done with Kim? Let's close the glue. Yeah, I think stamping is going to be definitely the way I'm going to go because, yeah, that little birdie's cute. And it fits nice on these little bits. And yeah, they're all stamped with the same thing, but that's okay. How often have you guys seen me stamp and use it in my stuff? Not very often. Not very often. Okay. No, start at this side because we started with the jute. So we've got this jute, and I'm going to just kind of spread it out just a little bit because. And then we're going to glue the little bird on top. I have no idea what a Wednesday book is. What's a Wednesday book, Sherry? Inquiring minds would like to know. And then I'm going to move this down just a little bit, make sure I get some glue on that side. Oh, okay. Oh, you're thinking of like storybooks you're going to turn into journals for them? That is a cool idea. Now let's take a piece of this round bling. This is off a roll that you get at the dollar store as well. These things come on a roll, and they're just nice and easy to use for bling. So I always put a hefty amount of glue down, and then I clamp it. Oh, cereal boxes? Yeah. I'll smile and nod. You know how much attention I paid to that kind of thing. Put some glue on the back of the bird. Bird down. I will trim these edges off shortly. This one too will get a piece of bling on this corner. And a clamp. So you can see the little bit of that yellow stuff under here, a little bit of the rainbow stuff, the bird, and the bling. The show's good? Awesome. Okay, so we're going to untwist this one piece of jute because we want it to spread out just a little bit more. I have to tell you guys, we are going to have an online party for Jean, online birthday party for our beautiful Jean. I will give you information on that next week. Jean and I are actually going to stream together for her birthday, I believe. If we can figure out how to do that now with all the changes, etc. Which was the next one? This red one, I think. Some of these yarns, too, don't take the glue very well. Bird. The golden book. I haven't seen many golden books around lately. Okay. That I'll just hold that for a minute. Yeah, I have lots to do. Doing this organizing, I keep finding stuff, and it's not that I get sidetracked. It's a case of, okay, what you had planned to do with this is only going to take you 5 minutes. So then I do that, and you know how that goes? 5 minutes, yep. You don't get anything clean because you're still working on that 5-minute project. Yeah, I love those rolls because, really, you can cut each individual little piece out and it works lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, this one stuck to my clothespin. Still stuck to the page as well, but not great. Not great. Did that totally wrong. Trolls. That'd be cool. I collected trolls when I was a kid. Way back in the dark ages. Okay, so what kind of bling do I want on this? What kind of bling? How about one of these squares? Of course, once I have got the bling set, I will go back and see if I need to add more. If I feel it needs a little bit more. That's when I think I want to do a double clamp because I got to make sure that that knot stays down good. All right. That's really cute with that little bit of lace. I'm going to put that right there. Well, thank you for putting links in, Sherry. I appreciate that. Do I do? I think I'm going to do the same with that one. And this one is going to get, what is it going to get? Maybe a row of 3 of these bigger ones. Well, that one is cut in half. We'll get rid of that. Do you guys get these things at your Dollaramas too? These rolls of... Michelle showed her what today? I'm curious. What? And Michelle balls? Sherry? Yeah. There's something about these rolls of bling. I have 3 different rolls. And of course, I've got other bling as well. I just, you know how it goes. Michelle Gibb? I don't think I know her. And a reminder, our Carol of Quiet Corner is going to be streaming tomorrow morning. I always think I'm going to watch her, and then I kind of end up missing. Oh, making a big mess. I don't know where that other one went. Um, and she's on either before I get up or I get involved in something, and I'm not catching very many people live lately, it seems. All right. So I'm considering these little clustery ones. I've got one more to do, and I will consider these ones done. I want a big one. I'm going to have to swap out this big one for this one. Whoop. Drag your arm through the glue. Always works. You know, it's a good day when you're covered in glue and paint. Then this one. Little bird. A thin golden book. Awesome. Yeah. It's kind of hard when, your computer is being used. But education's more important. You know what I mean. Socializing is great, but education is so important. Get messy. Yeah. Can't remember what I was doing. I think it was yesterday. No, it had to have been Tuesday. I was painting flames, and I had paint almost all the way up to my elbows. It was hilarious. Like, child. The old lady is just a child when it comes to playing. So when I put these ones on, like the bling, I also try and catch the edge of the paper that I've put down. I want you this way. Now, if anybody has leftover diamond dots or anything like that, use them. Use them on your inchies. Use them on your twinchies. Use them right on the journal pages. They're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. All right. The glue has to set up on these ones. We're just going to let them sit for a bit. Let's grab a couple more. Let's grab these 4. I have this little bit of paper here. We'll add some paper. They don't have to be the same size. We're going to glue those paper bits down. Oh, you know, when I got up this morning, I didn't even think I could get down the stairs. My arthritis flared so bad. It was crazy. But so I'm kind of trapped down here for a while, which is okay because I need to be down here too sometimes, right? In the evenings, by the time I'm done down here, my hands are kind of saying you're done, but I can still crochet when my hands are saying that, which is cool because then I work on the Afghan, the blanket, the temperature blanket. It's gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be so big. If I do it again, I think I'm gonna do it in squares or whatever, and then at the end of the month put them together in a row or what have you. It's huge. It's huge. I would say I'll take a picture of it, but obviously I'm mentally I'm still struggling. That's why you guys haven't got the stuff I was going to send you last week. It's sitting right here beside me, but just thinking, oh, I got to scan. I don't know. It's rough, guys. Right now it's just rough. Okay, let's put some flowers on these. I just did some cool flowers. Hey, Malia, how are you, sweetheart? Oh, yeah, the temperature blanket. It's going to be huge. I could almost do a rug out of it, seriously. Okay, I've got these. I need 4. I got those flowers and oh, you know, hmm, maybe I'll do 2 flowers on each. Yeah, yeah. Well, I took October off to do that, and it's still rough, guys. Still rough. But you guys know all these little flowers, because you just make them and use them, make them and use them, make them and use them. Right, right. All right. So now, what if I took, I need a piece of green something. Look at this green. It's kind of, I don't know if I mixed gold with it or not. It's got a little bit of a shine. I have no clue. It has snowflakes. Saturday night, we were leaving here to pick up the kids to go for dinner. And it was like a stinking blizzard. Visibility was nothing. There was snow on our car. There was snow going out to the car. The stuff was freezing on the windshield. The wipers were going. And we get about 3 miles outside of town, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Seriously, nothing. So we drive to pick up the kids, and we're kind of thinking, oh, are we going to have to drive home in this? Like whatever. We almost thought of turning around because it was so bad. And it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious, guys. Absolutely. I don't know. Anyway, we did it and had a good time. We were at a red light in the city, and there was only one other vehicle that had snow on it. Everybody else was clear, so they probably thought we came from I don't know where. It was hilarious. Okay, I pulled out that little leaf stamp. Using stamps, it's okay. I can do that occasionally. So I want to have a couple of little stamps on each, like little leaves. But I'm not going to fussy cut them out. I am just going to kind of cut around them and then put the flowers in the middle. I know! Isn't that crazy? I don't understand. Went from 70s last weekend to low 40s Monday. Yeah, it is currently like 41 Fahrenheit here. Crazy. So I'm just going to kind of wobble cut around these. Like, you know. Kind of like a little leaf shape. Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like we got to pick up the kids and they're what, 11 kilometers away from us, some silly thing. And they looked at us like we were crazy. But that's okay because we're old and we can be crazy. So as I say, I am just cutting these out in like little leaf shapes. And you know what? All these little green bits that I'm cutting them out of, they're all going to go in the garbage. I'm getting much better at throwing out these little bits, even though I could probably use them. Even though I could probably use them for something. Because really, I would use these little bits as leaves on one of my collages. They're gone. That goes back in its green scrap bag. Okay, so I glued these little pieces of paper on. Now I'm going to glue the leaves down. Again, this is not necessarily cluster. I don't know, maybe I can get away with just one flower. Maybe I want some more bling. The flowers I'm going to cut a little closer because I don't really want too much white around them. Oh, I think I definitely need 2 flowers, if not 3. I may need 3, guys. Good thing I made 100 of them. What are your temperatures like right now, Belinda? Yeah, 3 flowers, 2 leaves. I'll grab some more flowers. I swore that I wasn't going to glue right on my mat anymore. because it makes such a mess. 75 degrees, that's not bad. It's definitely summer weather. I guess that, you know, that's where you are. Yeah, me too. Cute little cluster flowers. I am going to outline them because, when they're on top of each other, you want them to be distinctive. That's actually kind of cute, guys. I know I live in the wrong country. In the summertime, we get 70s. And I've got the furnace in the 70s. It's just not 70s outside in wintertime. I'm going to add some bling to this, or maybe, oh, I have, ah, got it, guys. I've got it. It's okay. All these little flowers. Let's get rid of that. You might be able to complete a Twinchie. Can't remember who I was watching, but they did Twinchies, but they were embroidered. And my word, were they stunning. I mean, I stitch on my things quite often, as you guys know, but my word. It's when you do things like that and you put it in a journal, it's like you never get your money back for all the work you've put in. I don't think anyway. Any of you guys traveling for Thanksgiving? We've had our Thanksgiving already. Those that celebrate it. We're not putting them on there, we're putting them on here. So as I say, something like this, even though they're different, because a lot of them have the same elements, like those little birds, these will have the flowers and leaves. Putting them in the same journal is that continuity, right? Am I on screen? Yeah. Okay. These aren't very elaborate flowers compared to many that I do, but sometimes you just need something simple. That's what these are. Whoa. The reason I'm standing it up is because the cap isn't on, and we all know what would happen if Kim put it on her desk and lost it. She would put stuff on top of it, and the glue would ooze out all over the desk, and Kim would have to use some of that language that some of my viewers are not fond of. Okay. Did I lose a leaf? No, it's there. It's here. Glue. So, of course, you could just hand cut some leaves. Normally I just wobble cut my leaves and draw them. I don't stamp them. But I've got the stamps. I came across them cleaning. So I figured might as well use them. Let's put while I'm doing leaves. Confused. We'll put them on here. Put them on here. Hello, Jean. I was just saying to the ladies that we're having an online birthday party for your birthday. More information to follow on my next stream, next Thursday. I will give all the details, and you guys will have to watch. Yeah, language like Opu. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Jean has heard me use my language that is not really fit for a young viewing audience. Making some Twinchies today, Jean. Because I got stuff. Yes, details still need to be worked out, but that's our plan. Because if that goes well, we'll have a surprise coming up. Look, Jean, I'm throwing out the bits I've got left over. I threw out all my extra green bits from around the leaves. Oh, yeah. Guys, I spilt my coffee on my desk. Now, you know how my desk normally looks? Everything on it, like probably a good 2 inches deep worth of stuff. I dumped my coffee. It went all the way to the wall, down the wall, on the floor. I had to crawl under the desk to wash the wall. Yeah. Jean kept me company while I was under my desk. And I think she had her mic muted while I was under there because I didn't hear her laughing. Or I didn't hear her over my cussing. One of the two. One of the two. It was not a good day. Not a good day at all. But she kept me company, like a lovely friend would, while I cleaned up. I lost a lot of bits, guys. I lost a lot of bits. I had a lot of bits on my desk. So I'm trying to think of what exactly I want to do with those mindless art circles that I did. If I want to use them as focal points on pages, or if I want to do a collage on stretched canvas and then do some stitching over it. No, they could not. They were so wet. Hi, Carol. I was just saying that you're streaming tomorrow morning and people should check in and visit. No. And they were so wet. There was so much I could not salvage because I used old book page a lot of times. It just disintegrated. It was brutal. It was brutal how much I lost. Do something like we saw today? Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, it made me sad too. That's why the air was unfit for young consumption. I don't know how many of you guys follow Carol, but those of you who don't, Carol made a leather journal cover. She tooled it all. It was all carved leather. It's beautiful. You guys have no idea. No idea of the talent that we've got amongst all you guys out there. Absolutely incredible the amount of talent. Really is. And I'm really glad that you guys are here. I actually found this thing. It's a paid for, well, it's like Google Meet, but it's a bit different. And I could set it up so it would stream to my channel, but I could have up to 100 people on with me. Yeah, I was pretty rude. I admit it. Oh no. Yeah, it's a good thing your granddaughter wasn't there. Carol, Carol, want to pop your channel in? Jean, pop your channel in. Jean is streaming once a month right now until I've got her convinced that we could do something completely different. But like I was saying, if I get that happening again, if I decide that I want to do large group play again, like another feral artist group, let me know if you're interested in playing. And if I decide to do it, I will definitely keep you in mind. You know, okay, so we've got them up to this stage. We got some little thingies on. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Oh, I've got adult mugs, definitely. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Carol. That sometimes you go on a little early, and it's like I just miss. For some reason, I've been sleeping till about 9:30 a lot these days. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, we need some sort of blingy thing on this. So what I thought might work is if I took metallic markers and did like a swirly on the, like a frame opposite the flowers. Yep, yep. Okay, so in this I put this thing away nicely because I was being a good girl. And of course, my metallic markers are way at the back. Um, let's use this silvery one. Generation, yes! Yes, Jean, I saw you post about that. That's very cool. Well, it doesn't show great, but it shows a little bit, and that's all that matters. In the red light it shows. So what I'll probably do is I'll come and I'll outline it with black or something. Oh, it doesn't show on this one with a darn, but that's okay. In the right light, they'll see it. It's almost like a secret, what is it called? Secret language or hidden message. There we go. Goodness gracious. There. I can consider those good. I will outline them with black and they will be lovely. Yeah. I would have a whole bunch of different artists streaming with me, and I would flip, we would have a theme. So if we were doing paper dolls, we were all doing paper dolls, we were all doing them our own way. So I would flip between each and every one that was playing so that you could see what they were doing. And if somebody in the audience asked specifically to see, you know, what somebody was working on, I would make them front and center. It worked out really, really good. Worked out really good. All right. So these ones turned out cute too. Look, Jean, I actually used a stamp. I was using stamps today. These turned out cute. But look how bulky those are going to be in a journal. It's the only problem. Because these stupid things I put on there. I should have just used regular thread and stuff. But mind you, if people use buttons and stuff in their journals, they're bulky as well. Let's turn these down. Jean has been doodling some absolutely incredible feathers, guys. Hoping that next time Jean streams, she will show you. It was a lot of fun, Stephanie. It was absolutely a lot of fun because we could all chat at the same time. Like, everybody could chat with whoever in the audience and answer questions if somebody had a question. And, there was always somebody who would answer, you know, verbally instead of just typing. Yeah, he's a cute little bird. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We had some very, because we all do things so differently. And I think aside from Anne actually came on with us. But aside from Anne, I think everybody has a channel. And it was nice because, it was just great. kind of think I'd like to do something like that for New Year's Eve, where just a bunch of us are online. See, I have to test it out and see if I could front and center anybody, and if we can still access the chat and answer people's questions. Gonna have to play with that. But, maybe that would be something to do New Year's Eve. I know Raul is doing the streamathon. Miriam and I played last New Year's Eve. So we saw New Year's in Israel and here in Canada. Carol had thought of joining us, but she was so swacked because she's got so many big Christmas shows and stuff she's making product for. But yeah, might be an idea. I'll nothing like wait until the last minute to plan these things, because that's how I roll. Okay, so we've got 2 different kinds of bling. Let's throw a couple of them in this junk journal here. This is going to be the journal I'm gluing bits in. You have a YouTube channel but never use it? Do you ever play on Facebook chats, Stephanie? It's always more fun than the last one. Yeah, because we just absolutely wing it. And, I mean, my family thinks I'm a wing nut anyway, so I wing things. Stephanie, do you ever play, like, on Facebook chat? We do video chats, video calls, and play with each other sometimes. I was thinking, Jean. Ha ha ha. No, not going live. Not going live. Like, you know how we just message between you and me, or between me and somebody else? Well, you can either phone them or do a video call between on Messenger. Yeah. And you just call the other person, and you can either talk like this, like you, or on a phone, but you can also do it so there's a video like this, or you could just have it as a phone call kind of thing. It's almost like a Skype. Yeah. See, Jean and I do that at least once a week, and we play together online, and she always comes up with something for me to drop everything I'm doing and create something new. But it's a blast to do that too. Because sometimes you just want to have somebody around while you're playing, and you know. You see, I can put all the blame on Jean because she can just type her responses to me. Oh yeah, we've done gel printing together, have we not, Jean? We work on whatever we're working on, right? So Jean was die cutting stuff, and I was working on those all about me papers. Yeah. But Jean is so multi-talented with mixed media. Like, I mean, we all play with mixed media. Exactly, Carol. Exactly. Like, I know that a lot of times you go on with Anne, and but just behind the scenes, when it's just like one on one or 3 of us together, it's just, yeah. Anyway. I'm going to put a couple of these in this. This is going to be my glue bits down book. And I don't know what it's going to be when it grows up, but stuff that I find on the desk, I'm going to add. And I probably have how many of these books, Jean? 3 going right now? Maybe 4. And I don't know where they're going to end up. I just don't. He's kind of cute. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to leave this tree. Maybe I'll cover that up and leave the tree. Ooh. I can just about cover up all that printing. That works. That works for me. 300? You've got 300 projects? Oh, I've got 3. Yeah, I probably do 300. Well, because I showed them these little ones that I've got, right? I've got these little ones all ready to play with. I've got these ones that are beside me that I'm playing in. I've got 2 of those. I've got this one, and there's another one. You guys know which one I'm talking about. It's got the blue cover with the stamped flowers on. And then I've got my building one that I'm working on. You only have 298. And then, because I'm cleaning and organizing, I did all these. Because you can't just have one. And I haven't done any more on my book. My building blocks. I'm still only up to here on my building blocks. Ha! But it's okay. Things will get done when they get done. And if they don't, I can throw them out. I found a quilt panel that I had started quilting. I don't even remember when. It was before grandchildren, I think. No, maybe not that long ago. Oh, yeah, maybe that long ago. Anyway, I'm cleaning. This is what happens when I clean. I make myself more projects. Yeah, and I did this one as well, right? This one as well. The bits book. So anyway, I started hand quilting this quilt panel, and basically it just needs the quilting done. It's sewn and flipped and stuffed, and I have to get that done for when our baby is here. Did that get lost on that page, maybe? I feel like it gets lost on that page. I think that one needs more plain stuff. That looks better there. No, Stephanie, I don't. It's, I do laze around. I'll be honest, but I also do a lot of like the mindless stuff. How do I store all my finished journals? In a box. Some of them are on the shelf. Some of them are just, you know. Oh, yeah. And I've got two big journals up there, like my Peace, Love, Understanding, and Sarcasm journal. I also have 4 rude books under building, under construction. This needs something. Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, because Jean and I send each other, we see something really interesting, so we send it to each other. And then the next time we're playing, one of us has tried it. So it just sucks the other person into trying it. But I love it. I have to admit, I sound like I complain about, yeah, I do complain about all this stuff I've got started, but it's complaining about myself and having people that share this stuff with me. Sherry sends me a lot of stuff to try too. The last one she sent was making paper using yarn. And I haven't watched the video, but way back in the early 90s, late 80s, there was this stuff that you could get called fibre wall. And it looked really, really cool. And I was looking at it, and it came in a bag, and you kind of mixed it with wallpaper paste, and you poked it on your walls. And I was thinking, I can make that. So what I did was I took a whack load of paper and I put it in the blender and I drained it and I chopped a bunch of yarn. I mixed it in. I took wallpaper paste and I mixed it all together and I did it on the wall. And it's still there. It's almost like concrete. I don't think it'll ever come off the wall. It did get painted green, so it's just a really cool textured wall. Oh, Stephanie, how I store my journals. I also find people that will, kind of say, oh, I like that. And then I just quite often give it to them because I have so many. And then last year, was it, or the year before, for a while there, I was this kind of thing where I would, the whole month, I would just put this stuff from my streams in the journals, and then I would uh, raffle it off kind of thing at the end of the month where, everybody chose a number and the closest one got it, and I would send it to them. But the price of postage now is stupid. Okay, what are we gonna? We're still working on Twinchies, so I glued some of those Twinchies in. Let's grab a few more Twinchies. Let's put critters on these. Oh, I got 2 of those. Dude. Should I put critters on these? Mushrooms? What do you think? Oh, it would be cute. Little mushrooms with one of my little stick people. Yeah. I think I used all the ones with wings. I did. Anyway, okay. Little critters. Ideas for little critters, guys. What do you think I've got 4 of that will fit on that? What do you think I got 4 of? Critters. Oh, are you thinking the mushrooms and the little people? Oh, very cool, Malia. Oh, the mushrooms. Okay, mushrooms. That would be, they would be in here. Mushrooms. I don't know if I've got little ones. Little ones. We'll find out. If I don't, I can make some. We all know I can make some. Okay. Let's see if I got little ones. Oh, I got these little ones. Just the little drawn ones. But I think I want more mushrooms. Hi, Teresa. How are you, hon? How are you feeling? A bookworm won't fit on a Twinchie, though. Twinchies are 2 inches by 2 inches. Way big. Way big. Big. Yeah, shrink the bookworms. Yeah. I have a lot of mushrooms, which is cool. What do you think of these four? Anyone? Maybe a little red one tucked in behind? Oh no, too bright. Too bright. Jean, we have to do something with mushrooms. You like them? Oh, oh, he's cute. Too big. I think I can get away just with one mushroom and a people, and then draw some grass kind of stuff. I don't know. Do the people go with them? Very white background. I might have to get some muck water for that. Do these people go with these mushrooms? I can clip closer. Let me go see what I've got in the way of muck water. This is the only muck water I've got. It's kind of an orangey. It'll definitely tone down that white. Let's try it. Got nothing to lose. No people? You don't like the people? Still gonna add some muck water. It's almost like a coffee stain, even if it's orange. Tones the white down really nicely. Is that better now that she's toned down, or no people? I don't have smaller mushrooms. Those are the smallest I've got. We'll let her dry. She can't go back in the bin. No people. Okay, no people. What about fish? What about fish? We're going to go put this away. What about fish? Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Cats and monsters. Fish. We'll try a fish. I think mushrooms would look cute with fish. Yeah, she does look like she's dancing. What about mushrooms and fish, guys? You just like the mushrooms? Okay, mushrooms, and I'll draw some grass on. Let's glue these down. You like the fish? This mushroom is actually done on a coffee filter, guys. On a coffee filter. I don't, well, I've got leaves, but I will paint some grass. Or should I cut some grass and put it down? We all know I would rather cut grass and put it down. Bit more contrast, mushrooms and fish. Okay, I can do that. I have enough fish. Oh, why do I have two of these? You go away. Okay, I've got those down. Let's outline them quick. I've got, what are you? It's purple. It'll work. Just add a little bit of this purple to the shading. Oh, I like it outlined with purple pencil. That's something. Interesting. Interesting. Nothing like kind of psychedelic-y then. Welcome, Dusky. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you know what? I love putting fish on things. You know that. My florals have fish. Fish and frames. Florals, fish and frames. It's just what I do. Welcome. What kinds of things do you like to make, Dusky? I'm playing Twinchies today. I did some with just like little collage stuff on, and it's got some blingy stuff on the edge. You can't see it because it's almost like hidden ink. I did these kind of clustery ones. They're pretty lumpy. I might take a hammer and bang those down because they're lumpy. When in doubt, force it. Yeah, I got lots of it. Something with more contrast. Okay. Better? Maybe down here? Oh, yeah, I like it down there a little bit more, to be honest. All right. You fit in really well with us. Okay, that one works. Okay, let's try. Some of these fish are on the larger side, some are little. Kind of like this little guy. Again, I like them down, below the mushroom cap. What do you think? Kind of like that one with that. That's two. This green one. I need something. What have I got? Let's flip some over here. Lots of greens. Why do I have lots of green fish? Those ones are big. Don't need, oh, look, nice hot pink fish. What about that one? I think that's going to be a hard one to match because that background's pretty wild. Oh, wait, there's a little light pink fish. Did I draw the fish? Um, I wobble cut the fish and then I decorate them. Oh, here's a brighter one. What about that one, guys? He's nice and bright. I don't really draw. I cut shapes out, wobble cut. Okay. I will explain my my reasoning behind what I do. It's not reasoning, but I'll show you what I do. Let me just grab a hunk of interesting paper, interesting-ish paper. Okay. So I have a hunk of painty paper. That's the winner? Okay. I have a hunk of painty paper. They're not always beautiful, but because I chop my stuff up into little things like the mushrooms and stuff, I just like the texture and whatever. So then I lop off a hunk, just like that. I lop off a hunk. Okay, we'll just leave that there. And then I'll lop off a smaller hunk, and I will fold it like in pieces, like this. Okay, and then I cut out a fish. So we know it's got a wideish tail. So it's got a tail, and then it's got an upper fin, and then it's got a head, then it's got a lower fin. Can't remember what they're called, otherwise I would give you the technical words for this, but I don't remember. And then I go back to the tail. So then I have a wobble cut fish. I probably have that amount to do too, Jean. So then I take them and I take them apart. And then I draw the faces and the side fins and I do all the embellishment. So it goes from something like this to something like that. Does that make sense? Hi, Lee. Nice to see you. Does that make sense, Dusky? So I don't draw. I wobble cut 99% of what I make. So I do fish, I do cats, I do, what else do I do? Fish, cats, stuff. I make stuff. I make lots of stuff. I do the mushrooms, flowers. What else do I do, guys? Okay, we have one more that we need to find a fish for. Is he too big? And they're all, you can see the backs of the paper. Some of them are on brown paper, some of them are on white paper, some of them are on blue paper. Oh, he would not work. So, and I do little books. I do June bugs. Oh, I guess I could have done a bug. What about him? Does this fish work? Is he too big? Frames, yeah. Anyone, is he too big? Is that one better? I think those are too big. And something with lots of color. Dump the fish out. Oh, look at this fun one. He's cute and he's little. He's very little, guys. You think that one's too big? This one? Facing right or facing left? This one? Pink or green? Or pink or green? Pink or green? Pink or green? We're fuzzy. Swimming off the page. They're all swimming off the page. Smaller one? Smaller one it is. Okay. These need to get finished, so they go over there. These guys go back in the envelope. Robots. I do robots. Monsters. Monsters. But I do a lot of, this is my favorite thing to do. I do these cards. So these are all cut out, hand cut out bits glued down. Okay, Ann, take care, hun. Hugs to you and Miss E. That's my favorite thing to do. Wow. I have lots of favorite things to do. One fish. This one's got such a weird tail. So, of course, the tails are all different. The fins are different because there's only so many cut at once, right? So one piece of painty paper. Oh, Goonie Birds. Yeah, I got my Goonie Birds too. I have a lot of bits. I really do have lots of bits. Goonie Birds. Goonie Birds are over here. Paper dolls. I did paper dolls. Goonie Birds. Goonie Birds and Bitsy Birds. Yeah, these are Goonie Birds. I have a whole line of critters that I do. Here we go. I would consider these fine to go in a journal now. Houses. Oh, yeah, houses. Let's outline those fish, but we'll use a black gel pen. There's glue on this paper, and I'm sticking to it. You know, it's the way things happen in this house. Do you have a channel, Dusky? Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. I like whimsy. I'm all about whimsy. I like things on the odd side. Flower vases, yeah. I do those. The latest houses I've been doing, Jean started me on a building strip, an accordion book of buildings. There we go. They're outlined much better, much more definition. So I've been working on that. I'm pretty far behind. I've got both sides to do, and it's an accordion book of buildings. So these ones are ones that are done because they've got stuff in the windows. And I'm only up to there. I got lots to go. They'll get there. They will get there. All right, let's throw one of these in this book. I'm not blaming you. Oh, thank you, Malia. Malia, put your channel in too, please. Look, orange fish, orange page. I like it. It's going to go there. How are you doing, Lee? Lee does. Can somebody put Lee's channel in as well, please? Lee does model railroading. So if you're looking for ideas for 3D effects, or even just, he was making ponds one day. And the way he was doing it, I could see it being adapted to a few different other styles, like other mediums that we use. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jean is my partner in crime. Not that what we do is a crime, but we egg each other on constantly. And I do mean constantly. I don't think there's a day that goes by where we don't send each other something and go, let's try that. And then we do, and everything else gets put aside. Oh, yeah. What else? I just sent these to Jean because those are all collaged and painted. I just wobble cut and glue. Okay, Carol, take care. I'll try and get to you in the morning. Oh, yeah. You know what? This desk is absolutely spotless compared to the way I usually have it because I spilt coffee on it. And a whole bunch of Kimbits and so much stuff got ruined. It was absolutely hilarious, actually. I cleaned. The internet is very dangerous for crafty people. Malia has some apps. She picks stuff up at thrift stores and things, and she does these absolute incredible bundles. Like if you are looking for fussy cut, or she's check her out. Check Malia's stuff out for sure. Check everybody out. Everybody does different things. Malia, I'm thinking you're. I know. Oh yeah, yours really is under construction. Well, so's mine. I'm supposed to pack everything up because that's me, Dusky. Definitely. This is lots of space compared to what I usually work at. Um, I'm supposed to be packing up my 3 rooms because um, Ron's got to rebuild the walls, and so I haven't had a chance to because every time I start packing, I come across something and I have to make something out of it because I remember what I was doing, right? Although I have thrown out a lot of stuff, I admit I've been throwing out stuff. Awesome. Dusky, did you say if you have a channel or not? Did you stream? I have no idea. Well, I'll haul a lot of stuff upstairs, but he's not going to be in this side, like where my desk is. It's just going to be a case of packing things up so that I know where it is for when I'm streaming. Oh, you shared her link? Okay. I need to do. I'm going back to find it. There we go. I'm still here. I'm just all right. All right, all right. Yeah, she did. Thanks. Thanks, thanks. All right. 2 hours. You guys sick of me yet? Thank you, Sherry. You're not sick of me. I know. I'm still struggling. I'm got so much crap going on that I'm only streaming 1 day a week. Once things okay, take care, Jean. Hugs. I'll probably talk to you later, hon. Yeah, we're gonna have an online birthday party for Jean on the 24th. It's a Monday. And we're gonna play together. And I don't know what we're gonna do, but you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. Yeah, Jean, I don't know if we'll talk later, but I can assume we will. I definitely can. There will be a mess. There will definitely be a mess. Yeah, I think it'll be a blast. We're trying to think of something that we're going to do together. It's going to be one of those fly by the seat of our pants things, I think, which is typical in my world. All right, let's pull a couple more Twinchies. Let's just do some more Twinchies because I have lots. And I'm just going to do them in fours because I do not want to end up with unfinished projects for my streams anymore. That is my goal. That's my rule, that when I came back on, that I would not have unfinished projects for my streams. So I'm doing good. Like, these guys are all done. I can put them in the finished Twinchie bin. Okay, now what are we going to do with these? How about it is, Stephanie, you know the way I work. You've seen my bins of stuff, and I'm really, really good at mass making. That's why I have all this stuff I can just grab and go. But I think we need something with bugs or monsters, or I don't have monsters this small. Let's grab the bin. Grab the bin of bits. Grab the Kim bits, guys. That's awesome, Lee. Do I do swaps with my Twinchies? I do swaps with lots of things. We do ATCs, we've done paper dolls, we've done... What else have we swapped? 3x4. We've done tags. I don't know if you guys saw my new cats. They're definitely too big for Twinchies. Bookworms don't fit. Some of my Goonies don't fit. Dragonflies are too big. Okay, I've got these monster faces. Let's do monsters. Let's do monsters. Let's take the black one. a red one. Oh, thanks, Malia. Oh, my books would fit. My books would fit. We're going to do monsters. Because it's close to Halloween. I also have whoops. Let's break things. These books that I did bookshelves. So I can have books on tape. they fit. I could do like a bookshelf. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. These guys. Oh no, some of them are way big. Some of them will fit. I could do Halloween ones. Well, we'll do the monsters first. Because we can. Yeah. Twinchies. Twinchies are fun. I've even done like the 4-inch ones, but I turned those into quilt squares. I took quilt square patterns and reduced them so that they would fit on a 4-inch square. I might have to. Oh, my monsters are. I have a couple of hundred monsters actually. Just because you've never made inchies or twinchies. Well, I like them because they're little and like anything else, anything goes. Oh, I might have to make twinchies. Or I might have to use those pumpkin heads. Jackies and Jackos. All right, we got some monster heads. Because sometimes you just gotta have creepy stuff. Now, what would go with the monster heads? Should they be balloons? Should they be... I don't know what they should be. Once you're back up and running, yeah. I only go Thursdays right now. I used to do 3 days a week, but right now I'm only doing Thursdays. Going live at 12:45 Central. Now, I'm thinking I could wobble cut some little bodies for these guys. Let's give it a whirl. I have this bit. And it has to be a little body, right? So let's cut a foot, a leg, a belly. That's where the head's gonna go. Belly, foot. Look. No, let's do it on a darker head. I think that would go better with a purple body. Can you see the body? I don't know what time. Where are you? Body's getting lost. It's kind of what I thought. Looks better on this one. You can see the body, but then the head will get lost. Let's try it with this head. Better? Rotate the square. All right. We got a body for that one. I don't want to use the same stuff for a body. Let's just grab a piece of, I got a bin of scrap paper beside me. I want something lighter, maybe. What's this? Nope. That's ugly. Got this. That could be an interesting body. Let's lop off a hunk. Okay, Stephanie, take care. See you soon, hun. Okay, so we got a foot, body. Ooh, this one can have an arm. We'll give him an arm. What about if I give him two arms on this side? Oh, fiddly fiddly. Kim's having trouble with fiddly fiddly today, it seems. It's okay. Another arm. Body, legs, foot. Okay, let's trim this belly a little bit because that arm is touching it. It's lost on there. Okay, thought I'd cut that off. There we go. Once the body is colored and stuff with claws, eyeglasses. Oh, yes. You know, I did a bunch of ATCs with eyeglasses, with shades. They were fun. Okay, I think I need something darker for that guy's body. This one. Okay. We don't reuse the same thing for bodies. No two bodies are alike. Have this wild green stuff. Lop off a hunk. Okay, so now thinking. How about if we give him like a fish tail? And he can have just a lot of arms. Lots of arms. So it's kind of like a sea creature. Garbage, Kim. Put that stuff in the garbage. Ooh, that's a very big body. Well, maybe he doesn't have a tail. Or, can we go this way? This one needs a little bit more definition. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't have a tail. We'll just make that into an arm as well. Those are all going to have claws on them, guys. All those are going to have claws on them. All right. And then this one, how about if he's just like a big blob with like little wee arms and little wee feet? And I'm going to use this piece of origami paper because I can. And this one actually I'm going to fold in half. Okay, so neck. I got to cut it off because it's only going to be that big. So we have roly-poly, little wee arms. Big belly. And little wee feet. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's cute. I don't know how well you can see him. All right, let's start gluing this stuff down. We are going to start gluing this stuff down. And then we're going to start embellishing. Oh, get a glue paper. Then we will start embellishing. Don't know how well you can see it. Sherry, are you still here? I think Sherry just does. Do you do lives or do you just record? Because for some reason I don't get notifications if you go live. Do you have a set time that you go live? Okay. Maybe I don't have sound on when you go live. Maybe that's what that is. All right. So this guy doesn't even have arms. He's just got a body. Okay. So, see? Here we go. Kim's got a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be cleaned up because, just because. All right. So let's start by outlining the body. That one was sticky. And the head. I'll outline them first, just so we know where they are. Okay. Outline the heads. This one's really creepy. He's got a lot of eyes. And he's got lots of arms. I think he may end up having white claws. Forgot what it was like to work this small, body-wise. It's fine. We will do it because we know how. Sorta. Little wee arms. Nice big belly. Little wee feet. All right. So we're going to take a dark, what is this? Navy blue. And we're going to do some shading. So we know that there's got to be some shadow under the neck, right? There's usually shadow under the neck. And under the armpits, because, you know, the bottoms of the arms are in the shade. And bottoms of the feet and the insides of the legs are in the shade. And we'll just add a little bit of shadow all the way around the outside of the belly, just to give them some definition. Now, does that make sense? Okay, so the feet would come up like this. So he needs a big belly, I'm thinking. We're just going to do a really big, almost like a smile with a belly button. And then we're going to shade under the smile. under the belly button. Now we're going to take a white. We can use a gel pen. Yeah, I think we'll use the gel pen. And we're going to give him some claws. Both on the hands and the feet. Now they don't show very good. I'm going to outline those. Make sure that they're pointy on the bottom. They're claws. You want them to have some scare to them. Go over the white again, just so it shows better. Now, he's got a pretty plain face. I think I'm going to give him some lines under the eyes. And over the eyes. He doesn't have a nose. I've got a feeling I would like him to have some curly hair. So I'm going to take this black gel pen and I'm just going to kind of go around the edge of his head and make some curl kind of things. Maybe I should have done that with a thin black marker. Now I'm going to go over it with a thin white gel pen. I have one. That is a paint pen. I was using it yesterday. Seriously, I was using it yesterday. It should be on my desk. Okay. Nope. Nope. Not you. Not you. Well, for pity's sake. Okay, we're just going to use this one because that one is who knows where. So we're just going to do like little curl things, just little hints. I'm going to consider this guy done. This one doesn't have any arms. He's outlined. Is he? Yep, he's outlined. He just kind of has paw kind of things. No arms. Need some shading under the face. A little bit of shading under the eye and the mouth would help as well. He's only got one eye. Lovely eyelashes. And this one too should have a belly. No arms. I think what he needs is a little bit of shading around the edge of his head so that it looks like it's not just flat, that it's kind of rounded. He's cute. That's two. This one, Crazy Wild Body. Oh, I think that stuff, whatever I've got on the background of this, almost has a waxy feel. This pen isn't liking it. So again, shading under the head. Gotta have the shading under the head and the bottom of the arms. So I'm going to use this acrylic pen, and I'm going to give this guy claws with the acrylic pen because again, they don't show up very good. I think this is why I like doing my monsters on plain backgrounds or book page so that this stuff shows much better. I mean, when we did our blind monsters, Jean and I did mine on book page. Then once they were all done, I cut them out and put them on the black backgrounds. I seem to like the black backgrounds for a lot of things. He's kind of cute. I can leave him the way he is. This one, he's outlined, needs some shading, again, under the head. Then we're going to go around the head with a bit of shadow. Under the mouth. And the eyes. Actually go around the eyes. Bottoms of the arms, legs, feet. Oh, much better, much better. I like much better. Okay, so actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a white pencil. Seriously? I have a white pencil. I do. I just have to find it. Don't leave home without it. Now we're going to put the highlights in. So, of course, the belly's going to be highlighted much later. Just need some paw kind of marks on his hands. His feet. I think he's cute. So we're going to add some highlights to this body as well. This one I actually really love. He's pretty creepy. This one needs some highlight. And maybe just the top of his head a little bit. Top of his lip. It's all about the highlights and the shading. Thanks, Lee. Now, this one. I think I want to give him a little bit of highlight here on his chin. Top of his head. I'm going to consider this guy done too. All right. So that's the 4 little monsters. One of the fish and mushrooms went into the book. One of these went into the book. A couple of these went into the book. I consider this a well-played day. Got lots accomplished. And yeah, 2.5 hours. I'm going to call it done. And thank you guys all for being here and watching and chatting and visiting and keeping me company. Everybody up in the balcony, thank you as well. Everybody who watches replays, thank you. And it has been a great day. Got lots accomplished. Used up a whole bunch of bits. It works. So thanks everybody for being here. Big hugs. I will see you next Thursday. And I will give you the details about Jean's party. I'll also post it in Meet Your Creativity, of course. And I will probably post it on the notes things here, the posts. So big hugs to each and every one of you. I hope this has inspired you to play with some Twinchies or just to play. And I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Hugs to you all and have a wonderful week. Bye now.